Did those, did I just hear those tighten up on you?
No, he locked.
Oh, he locked them?
I
Okay.
think you might have heard.
Oh, your chewer or whatever you got?
Yeah, my keys maybe.
Okay, all right. Well, I guess there's another officer that's gonna come talk to you, so you wanna sit there or sit in the chair or wherever you wanna sit? You want anything to drink or anything, or?
You got something? That'd be
Yeah.
great. It's hot out there.
With you on water, or I can get you a pop or something if you want.
Hey, if you got a Sprite or a bottle of water, either way would be great, man.
Let me wait for someone here to come watch you, and then I'll go down to the pop machine and get you. They might have Sprite down there. I'm not.
7-Up's already, they don't.
Okay, if they don't have a Sprite or 7-Up, what else do you want? Something clear?
Something on the clear side, not any of the caramel colored soda.
Okay.
No Dr. Pepper, Coke, Pepsi, any of that stuff. They're
Okay.
trying to stay away from that.
If I can't find one of those, I'll get you water.
Sounds good.
If you wanted a pop or something, I told him I'd run. If I get someone to watch them, I'll run down and get them. Okay.
Thanks.
Something like a Sprite or something clear. Can't find that. He said water's fine. Okay.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, when you're outside working.
I just bought 2 1 liters of Sprite. We're just
Did you really?
from break, and then
You're just gonna go up on the roof or something?
Well, we were gonna pick up the boss's truck, head back to the other job, and then go back up on the roof. And we stopped at the gas station. I grabbed 2 1 liters of Sprite. And I was like,
Oh, you must obviously you must be a roofer.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind roofing, but I don't like going not much. They got a 2-story roof, nothing.
You know, my boss is that way.
Oh, really?
The boss man, the owner, he doesn't go on the edge, man, especially with 2 stories.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
It's cool though, because it gives me the opportunity to be like, hey, I'll get that for you.
Right. Yeah.
And then I can learn and do them first 5 rows and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Makes me an asset to the boss, because I'll do something he surely don't want to.
Right. Yeah.
You know? It's like, oh yeah, you want to pay me to do it? I'll do it.
Yeah.
So
you're not really afraid of heights?
I used to be when I was younger, man. I was definitely afraid of heights. Like, you know those catwalks you can see through them, like
right,
the factory? Those
Yeah.
used to make me queasy.
Ooh.
And then I became a scaffold builder when I was 18.
Oh, really?
I said, screw it, man. Either I'm going to freeze up and I can't ever do it again, or I'm going to conquer it. And I conquered it.
Oh, good for you.
There's a couple situations. If I get in a real hairy situation, I still feel nervous, you know, but...
What was the highest scaffolding you built?
Well, highest off the ground, or...
Yeah, or like from the ground up.
From the ground up, I've seen like 400-foot scaffolds built. Whoa! Like, they'll go all the way up the side of a refinery building, and then they'll end up replacing the top when they get up there, but they're doing all kinds of maintenance all the way up, and they just build all the way up the side.
Wow.
Now we've built.
And then what do you have to do? You have to just carry the scaffolding each time up. You just gotta
you make a man chain.
Something.
Yeah, you make a man chain and pass it right up, piece at a time. You know, if you can get a crane to get it as high as you can, that helps.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah, we've I built some hangars from some real high spots where you get underneath stuff, and you clamp onto stuff, and then you put pipes down, and then somebody's got to climb down there.
Like an airplane hangar, or what do you mean by hangar? Well, you make hangars to climb to get the stuff up. You mean
like, let's say there's a bottom of a piece of equipment they need to get to, and there's no floor underneath it.
Oh.
So for them to maintenance that or paint that or anything, we've got to go and build something down 6 feet from the bottom of this structure, and it's just kind of out there on the side of a building, and you're 200-300 feet, and you spit and you count.
Oh wow!
Some of those are real scary, because when you start taking, as you put another piece on, it gets stronger. Put another piece on it, it stabilizes.
Yeah.
Well, it does the exact opposite when you tear it down. You know,
I suppose it does. It gets worse as you go down, doesn't it?
And then, like, as you get to the end pieces of, like, you're finished with the thing and you're tearing it down and you're taking it apart, whoever has to take off those last 2 pieces, he's got some balls, man. Some serious balls.
Wow.
Sometimes you get out there on one and you're out there 10 feet, you let that clamp go and you just go woof, woof, on that pipe while it flexes and you're looking back there. Don't break.
Is that why you don't do that anymore?
That's part of it. That's part of it. And when you get into it, man, you're working turnarounds, refinery turnarounds. Refineries don't like to shut down them they lose money. So like when they do maintenance, they call it a turnaround, and they'll turn around these 3 units, little pieces of the refinery. And we'll come in as scaffold builders and build everything. The maintenance guys will come in, they, you know, get everything done and get everything torn down and get it back out as quick as you can to get it fired back up.
Wow.
Well, with that in mind, you're working 7 days a week, 12 hours a day.
Oh, I'm sure. 7 days, huh?
7 to 7, 7 days a week. And you do it for 2-3 months straight. You know,
Yeah.
and you can ask for every 14th day off, like every second Sunday you can ask for it off, but when it comes layoff time, it's got to be considered.
Right.
You know, how many attendance days do you have? How many attendance days do you have? Well, there's 9 more days than you, so.
Yeah.
You know what? They put in more hours, they stay. You go.
Right, yeah.
So it's hard work and.
Then you gotta travel too, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, you never, well, sometimes you can stay close to home, but like, you usually, you know, you might work in Corpus Christi, and then you gotta work in Houston, and then you gotta work in San Antonio, and then we've got work for you, but it's in Crystal City. You know, so you're all over. How long? Oh, it's just 3 weeks. No, I ain't going to fucking Crystal City for 3 weeks, man. Screw that.
Yeah.
And then, like, I'm a white boy from North Dakota, man. I don't want to sit in the sun when it's 105 degrees out. You're working, there's a furnace right here that's running, and it's like, I can't take it like those guys can. Yeah, they get guys straight from, like, Mexico and Haiti.
Yeah.
Like, those guys can take it, like me, so I work overnight.
Oh, they go 24 hours, huh?
Yeah. So, like, if I'm working overnight, it's just stressful on your life to work overnight. I'm sure you know, you're working, man, you've worked overnights.
Yeah.
It's just hard on the whole life.
Nights
It's hard on, you know, your family.
You're tired, you're sleepy all the time, you don't get good sleep.
There've been studies, man, that say people that work the exact same amount of hours in the overnight, like, need more sleep than their day worker counterparts.
Yeah.
Like, it's just more exhausting.
You know, there's some people like they could just sleep all day, but I was never one of them. I
have a hard time sleeping.
I would sleep a couple hours after I get done working all night, and then I'd be wide awake again, you know.
And then by the end of your shift, you're gonna be.
Yeah, and then you're super tired.
Dragging.
Yeah. No. And then you do that all the days until you get your days off again, and then you go back to the old schedule of going to bed at, you know, 10 o'clock, whatever. And then it's just
for 2 days.
Yeah, for 2 days. Yeah.
For 2 days.
It's just
maybe 3 days.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just it's a mess.
Yeah, I don't like overnights. I don't.
It really it messes with your body, you know. And I think people are sick more, and but then there's also the guys that it doesn't bother them one bit.
There's guys that love working that shift.
Yeah.
Ain't nobody around, it's quiet,
and then and then when they go home, they can sleep a full 8-10 hours.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I never liked, like, you know, you're doing work. I did factory work, like overnight, like warehouse and work stuff. And like the thing that got me the worst was like, okay, there's no trucks going out on the 4th of July. So you don't have to work on the night of the 3rd of July because there's no trucks to load.
Mm-hmm.
But the trucks are going out on the 5th of July.
Right, yeah.
So about the time everybody's headed out to the lake to go light off fireworks.
You gotta go to work.
Yeah. Yep. Or like, same thing, Christmas.
Yeah.
You don't work Christmas Eve because there ain't no trucks going out Christmas Day, but somebody's got to load them trucks out to go the day after Christmas.
Right, yeah,
like,
I know.
Man, well, they're not going to like this.
You know? Well, you can't blame them.
No, you can't.
Everybody else gets to be home, you know. And
right. They must be busy.
You know what? Every day we're busy.
Yeah.
There's always something going on.
Oh.
You know? It's not like it was, you know, even say 5-6 years ago. It's just, the town's gotten so much bigger and so many more people, and it's just gotten busy.
And crime likes crowds, man.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, it does, you know.
Crime don't like the cold, so it's a little better up here than it is.
You know, even with the cold, even the winter's been getting busy too.
Yeah.
You know.
That stinks.
You know.
Definitely not the same the same town it was 20 years ago.
Oh, no, not even close.
You know, and we used to run down here, like, when we were from, you know, from Larimore.
Oh,
So,
okay.
like, you know, if we were just going to town, we'd go to Grand Forks.
Mm-hmm.
But if we were feeling real froggy, we'd come down to Fargo, you know? And it's like, Fargo used to just be, like, not that much different than Larimore. You know,
Right,
you could leave your car running, you could leave your front doors unlocked and shit. And
You don't want to do that anymore.
hell no.
Next thing you know, your car's gone, you know?
Well, yeah, there was that one a couple of years ago, that little Asian couple, they left their car running and their baby got kidnapped in their flipping minivan. I was like,
yeah, right over on Main Avenue over
yeah,
there.
I was like, wow, man, like, just ran inside to give your husband his lunch or whatever,
Right,
give him a kiss real quick,
right.
that fast.
Yep.
Flipping. Yeah, it's just not the same time it was 15 years ago.
Yeah.
And bigger.
Yeah, that was only a couple, that was maybe 2-3 years, it wasn't that long ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Yeah. So when did you move to Fargo?
2011, 2012, something like that. Something like that.
You always, that's what you always done roughing before? I mean.
I've done everything.
Oh, really?
I'm not a career guy. You look like a career guy.
Yeah.
You're doing this for
Right. You like to move around different jobs?
I've never done anything very long.
Okay.
Oh, that's wonderful. Even sounds like you went to the gas station for it, man.
No, I get one for the stuff to do. Unfortunately, it's a busy day for me.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay. Why don't you go in here, Lynn?
Hey, how's it going today, Will?
Got you a Sprite?
Yeah, they got this Sprite this time.
That's good. You all working?
Yeah. We gotta keep these? Are we locked in here?
We're not locked in there, I actually don't have a key for those.
The guys at the Metro were cool enough to put me in the front.
Oh, the guys that came and picked you up from work?
I heard you were cool then too. Yeah, they're really nice guys. I told them they look like a vice movie, man. The one guy is bald with beard and he's looking pretty sharp, and the other guy looks kind of like he's got a Paul Walker thing going on, man. He's young, handsome, strong, all kinds of gadgets.
Yeah, they get some toys.
So, here we are again.
Yep. Looks sharp.
Thank you.
Yep.
A little different than 2 in the morning,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
We've executed a search warrant at your apartment. We've executed a search warrant at your apartment.
Okay.
Brooke was home.
Yeah.
She's been down here for a little while. We've been chatting with her.
I figured that's why you guys have gone so long.
Yeah. What do we need to talk about, Will?
I don't know how to talk about it, man.
I want you to understand that we're concerned for Savannah's safety. We hope that you are as well. We would like to have the best possible resolution, whatever that may be, to be the resolution that we come to.
Right.
Okay?
Oh.
We want you to...
He's really the talker in this partnership, isn't he?
One in every team, right? I want you to consider your future here, Brooke's future. I want this to turn out the best for everyone involved that it can. I hope that you can still help us. And to be perfectly blunt about it, Will, let's get out ahead of this thing. I don't think it needs to get any worse for anybody else.
Well, it's not gonna get any better for me.
Like,
Well, here's the thing.
At the point that I'm at, I mean, I'm not going home tonight.
Here's what I want you.
Right.
Here's what I want you to
So,
think
like,
about.
at the end of the day, you guys are gonna, at the end of this interview, you guys are gonna throw some charge on me. You're gonna cuff me back up, I'm going down to downtown, or I'm going down to the jail. Right back down to the jail. You know, so nothing's gonna get any better for me at this point.
When this thing, you know, if we play this thing all the way through, okay, at the end of the day, people are going to be reviewing all of these things. You know, judges and, I don't know, juries, people will be looking at all of this.
Totally
And
understand.
I want to be able to give them some sort of reasonable explanation. Maybe not reasonable is the best word. Some sort of explanation that makes this make sense. Because I tell you what, you seem like a pretty decent guy. You're able to sit and chat with us. You're articulate. You're obviously a pretty smart guy. I have to believe that there's some sort of explanation that gets us to where we are here today that can make sense, right? That there's not some, you know, evil monsters in the world, that people get put in positions because of various reasons. Life happens, shit happens, things turn one way instead of the other, and we are where we are. Okay? I want to know what happened, but more importantly, Will, I want to know why. How did you, Will Hoehn, end up in this position? And I think that maybe you can explain that to me. I don't want it just to be 1, 2, 3, X, Y, Z. Here's Will, here's Brooke. There's got to be some sort of explanation.
I'm sure there is more to it than that. But like I said, nothing's gonna get any better for me. You know what I mean? Like, you guys have no power to fucking make any of this go away or fucking send me home at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So
That's,
I mean, like, that's
you know,
really what it comes
specifics
down
as
to. I'm
far
not trying
as-
to be an asshole.
Oh, I get it. I don't think you're an asshole.
Well, you've never been an asshole to us.
It's CMA.
You've never been an asshole to us,
Yeah.
and I don't really deep down believe that you are. You mentioned that you don't think you know how to talk about this. You're a smart guy. You absolutely do. I don't know if you're worried that we're not going to understand, or it's not going to make sense to us, or you know how that is, but we really do want to hear your side of the story. Like Josh said, how did Will get here? Like, you told us the other night that you're the guy with the big heart, right? That, you know,
I don't remember saying that, but
you said, yeah.
You like to cuddle, you cry after the movies.
You got feelings.
Yeah, that's pretty deep ass feelings, man. I'm gonna go sit in my fucking jail cell and cry tonight, because I know that I ain't going home for a long fucking time, you know?
But how did we get here? I mean, we talked about, like Nick said the other night, we talked about some of the things in your past. So certainly some cards that you've been dealt along the way that have not been the best hands. You know, you end up, we go through this life zigging and zagging, and stuff hits us from one way, hits us from the other. Some people get, you know, lucky. Some people are inherently unlucky, and there's a lot of times no control over that, right? And all we can do is control all we can control, you know. So I want you to help us out, and I think you can, and I want you to think about what's the best way to make this better for everyone involved.
I understand where you're coming from.
So
I understand you want to give the Greywinds as much as you can give them. You want to give everybody that's involved as much as you can.
Let me ask you something. Were you honest about your relationship with them the other night? Like, you didn't give me the impression that you guys were like a really friendly family. Yeah.
Fuck yeah, 100% honest, man. 100% honest. Them people have been fucking just straight terrorizing our fucking place since. Like, in a fucking ugly ass way. for whatever reason it is, it's still terror.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, you know, you bring up a fucking gang of like 5 fucking big ass fucking Indians and you're out fucking drinking in front of the fucking place. The whole fucking time for days, man. It's like,
I'm scared shitless that they're gonna boot your damn door and like happen to the guy below you.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that would.
You know, it's those two
How do you
fucking hate each other, but they fucking seem to ally up pretty quick for that shit. You know, it's like, and then.
Savannah's mom and dad? Is that what you mean?
No, whatever his face is downstairs, the big guy.
Joe?
I don't know what his name is.
Whatever, anyway.
Everybody calls him Smokey.
The big fat guy you were talking about?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fat face. Not even fat face, sorry.
That's what it was, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, yeah, dude. I mean, what the fuck might he do?
Well, I tell you, when I went in there this afternoon, the whole building smelled like
Pot.
Boulder, Colorado. Yeah.
No shit. Like I said the other day, fucking, yeah, the newsman rolled away and then fucking came back. By the time he came back, the whole place was cheap stuff, man.
Right. So what? What happened?
Now, like, we're at the point now of like, see, I'm naked. You know, I have to cover my ass, man. Because what's in the best interest for Will at this point? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I want you to consider that.
I am considering that, man. I've been considering that the whole damn time. You know what I mean?
So,
and
so where does that get us, though, Will? Because we are where we are today.
yeah. And at the end of the day, I ain't fucking going home.
So, the baby that's in your house, is that Savannah's baby?
I don't think so.
Whose baby is it?
I can't tell you for sure, man.
Well, that seems kind of ominous.
I don't know. Like, I can't tell you for sure.
Where did that baby come from?
Don't have a good answer for that. Fuck, dude. My life's just fucking over, man. So
Is Savannah still in the building?
Fuck. She was. You guys would fucking found her by now, right? I mean,
I don't know if we would have. Well, and that's
fucking tear through the place. I'm sure you guys got a fucking reason to fucking talk to every one of them people in there, except for maybe Chris's sister.
Well, and we've been talking to him, you know that.
Yeah.
And we've been trying to talk to everybody.
I said, Eric said he's seen her leave, man. Like, he didn't say it to me, but I just heard it fucking through the grapevine. You know, this person said it to that person, said it to that person.
Who's Eric?
He's the meth guy downstairs above the grapevines.
Okay.
It's all fucking.
Yeah, I'm just not tracking everybody's first names out. But so,
I don't know which apartment that is. So far.
Why didn't you tell us on Monday night, Sunday was good, Tuesday morning?
Excuse me, what?
How come you didn't fill us in better Monday night, Tuesday morning?
Just cover my ass.
but the longer this goes on, the worse it seems to get. And then that's what I'm talking about. I think that now of any time, certainly seems like the time to get out ahead of this deal. There's a lot of things that we're gonna have to explain, like I'm saying, and the ins and outs of the last 6 days, as far as, you know, what did Will do, what did Brooke do, what did other people do, is gonna be probably important. And only Will can tell us what Will did. I don't want to hear what Will did from other people, because that's not fair to you.
The evidence is gonna take us down the road, man, and it'd be way better to hear it from you. Because coming from you, and Josh said this a little bit ago, coming from you, it's got at least some emotion and some sense to it, like, this is why we're here. This is how we ended up here. following the facts doesn't, you know, doesn't always have that feeling that comes with it.
I just,
I've done this enough, Will, and enough times to see, basically, they go two ways, okay? Like I said before, at the end of the day, this thing's gonna go through the system, and it's usually either ABC equals 1, 2, 3, or it's ABC equals 1, 2, 3, but here's why A equals B. And this is what happened when B got to C. And there's real emotions and human involvement in each one of these steps. And unless you tell us that from your perspective, I won't get it. And I can't give it to the people down the line. And so I always refer to it as kind of humanizing the case, humanizing the situation. Unless the people involved in the situation can explain their side and their perspective to me, I don't know what the story is. I don't know. This happened and I was scared shitless, right? If there's evidence that says A equals B, then, and I don't have an explanation, then all I can go with is A equals B. But if A got to B because Brooke did this and Will was scared shitless and then this guy did that I won't know any of that stuff. All I can know is A equals B. I want you to give me your perspective, give me your side of this thing, because at the end of the day, it's all going to come out. And I don't think it's fair to you if Will's story comes from everybody else but Will. I wouldn't want it to be for me if I was in that situation.
I get what you're saying. I do. Like, I've been under the impression for like months now that Brooke's been expecting, you know, didn't think it could happen. She had Dougal down a long time ago.
Okay.
Did a little research, find out that those can come undone.
Sure can.
So, like, you know, I was under the impression that she was pregnant. Well, I have a fucking child abuse charge.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, she's scared shitless the whole fucking time that, like, when we have this baby, they're just gonna come and take the fucking baby.
Okay.
Like, people are just gonna come take the fucking baby because of my past.
Because of your history.
Because my past. Yeah, that's we have a domestic between us. And I have a child abuse charge, man. It's like, was she really pregnant? I don't fucking know. I don't know.
Okay.
But, like, I don't know. Like, I know that we're coming up on the time of, like, if you are pregnant, you should be producing a baby soon, you know?
Should be some signs.
Well, and, like, you can have a baby and, like, be to term and still be the size of a girl.
Well, they made a whole TV show about it.
Yeah, like,
Didn't know I was pregnant.
right. And a lot of those girls are just, like, really big girls, but,
Sure, that can
like,
happen.
not all of them are. Just
Right.
the way they carry, so.
So Brooke told you that she was pregnant.
Yeah, that's an idea.
When did she tell you that she was pregnant?
January,
Okay.
like that.
Yeah, and it's August. Middle, end of August, so that would be coming up on 9 months.
Now, she produced a baby, man.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you found a baby in my house.
I sure did.
When was the first time you saw baby?
I don't want to say, but I don't want to say.
Do you think?
Well, I mean, I think I know, but this is one of those things, Will, that I want from you.
I know it is, man, but like, I don't,
Everybody, because other people are telling us.
I love Brooke dearly, and I promise to have her back 100% to the end. I promise to have her back 100% to the end, guys. And you know what,
Well, if Brooke did something and she's
You guys-
expecting you to cover for her, that is so unfair to you, it's
I know it
unbelievable.
would be.
But you
But
also
you know
have
what?
to consider, I don't know what Brooks talked about, Will.
I don't.
And you don't know
you
what
guys aren't about to tell me either.
No, you're right. I mean, you're a smart guy.
I get that.
Yeah.
I get how that goes, man. It's like, you wanna take what she said and then take what I said and then compare notes. I get it. I get how it works, like I told you the other night.
I just don't want her to be able to railroad you and you not have a chance to tell your
I
side of
don't
the
think
story.
she will, man. I don't fucking think she will.
Please don't.
Things change in police interview rooms.
Yeah.
Like, you're right, but whether she did or didn't throw me under the bus, you guys are gonna tell me that.
We are going to tell you that?
Yes, whether she did or didn't, you're still gonna leave it up there of like, oh, well, you don't know that.
Cause you have the opportunity to tell your own story well. Like that's, you just said it. Like, you know how these things work?
We can't certainly give you some sort of an outline.
No.
Like,
That wouldn't be fair to you either.
Yeah, I get that. But like I said, I promised her, I had her back 100% to the end, man, and I love her fucking dearly. And, you know, I know that this ended, like, I'm fucking 32 years old, man. I've been fucking looking over my shoulder for the last fucking 6 days, fucking knowing eventually, you know, my fucking 33 to whenever is fucking done, you know what I mean? Like,
Sure. Well, it's no way
to
to
38, into fucking,
It's no way to live, Will.
no, it ain't, fucking sucks, man. Like I said, it's a fucking day, really.
But here's your opportunity, like I explained, and I think you do understand. It's the most unfair thing we can do, the most unfair thing you can do to yourself is to not explain your side of the story. Let's talk about Savannah.
That's a big part of this.
Absolutely. I don't know.
What can you tell us about Savannah, Will?
She's Greyland's daughter. I know for sure, man.
Where is she?
I don't know, man.
Because Brooke never left that apartment that I know of. But you did.
Yeah, I left a bunch of times. I don't know. Brooke's almost a shut-in, dude.
Alright.
Like,
And this is where the opportunity to tell your story and not leave it to others to talk.
right, I get that, man. I get that. But like I said, I don't know where you for. I mean, I heard you guys were looking up in Grand Forks, 4 guys, something like that. You know, I just
I'm not gonna give you the
I don't
answers,
know
Will,
where
but don't
you're-
play into that Grand Forks thing, man. Don't play into that. Like, TV's TV.
I get that, dude. I totally get that.
Yeah.
The fucking news botched my shit last time. Every time they
Yeah,
fucking brought it up.
there you go.
Yeah.
So the media gets a quarter picture of what A is
I
and goes
totally-
right to Z and puts it on the
Totally
news.
get it. They were fucking knocking on our doors looking for the Dawn Kirby chick. I don't know who the fuck Dawn Kirby is.
Yeah.
Right,
You know?
yeah, and that's what happens with the news, so let's not,
You know?
Nick's right, let's not go there. But
Well,
our concern is,
you know, so like, where are we at? You guys gonna hit us with kidnapping charges? You guys gonna fucking, where are we at, guys?
Well, where I'm at right now is looking to you for your side of the story.
No,
Honestly, your opportunity to talk to us
Right.
about what happened and why. Like, I'm so frustrated because, no, and you're not, that's the thing, like, you're not being a dick, and that's why I'm not mad. That's why I'm frustrated. I can't imagine what it's like for you sitting there. I really can't. Like, and I try to, like, God, what would that be like? Honestly, like, I don't know where you're coming from with this thing. Like, and I know you're confused and got racing thoughts, and might be mad, might be unsure, you're trying to trust your woman.
The thing is, I told you guys last time, I had everything I wanted. I had everything I wanted with my son. I had the girl of my dreams.
Yeah.
She's fucking beautiful, she's smart, she's sexy. I had a fucking awesome son, like I said, he can read. He's fucking super smart. You know, it's just everything I could have fucking asked for. It was great. I loved it. I busted my ass for that family. And I fucked it up and I lost it all. Right? And then I had to deal with that shit up in Grand Forks, being fucking terrorized the same way I've been fucking terrorized by the Greylands. Alright? I had to deal with that shit there.
Oh, after
Everything with Alex happened, my son, yeah.
Okay.
Okay? I got straight ostracized. I can never go back to my home fucking town. There's only 2,000 people in it.
Sure.
They all knew me then. Can never go back. Can never go back. I mean, do you guys... Can you guys comprehend that?
I can't. I have no idea what that would be like.
I can't go back to my home.
I have no idea what that would be like. I can
But
tell you that would
imagine.
suck.
You can imagine. Yeah, it would. So, like, I met Brooke, and, like, for years, all I wanted is a fucking family. You know what I mean?
You wanted back what you had before.
Yeah.
Because you were happy then. That
Yeah.
makes sense. That's what we're talking about. That's
That's a human.
So we get to this point of, like, you know, I bailed off, and that's when she told me that she was pregnant. You know, I said, fucking last time, sometimes we take off for days.
Mhm.
Well, maybe it was just don't leave me on pregnant tactic. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not no BGYN. She's a smart girl. She knows her research. She's like, she can convince me just about anything. She's college educated.
Sure.
I'm not trying to throw her under the bus, but like, I'm saying, like, if she wants to play the role, she can. If she was trying to pull off a lie the whole time, she might be able to do it. But I didn't think that. I haven't thought that. You know what I mean? Like I've seen a ultrasound picture. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know if it was new or something got printed off the fucking internet. I don't fucking know. I honestly don't know for sure. I believed it was real.
Sure.
But you're asking yourself because there's no signs of pregnancy, and you've been down that road before.
And so, like, at this point, she produced a baby and just told me not to fucking ask a lot of fucking questions, and, you know, it's our baby, and
Did she want a baby? Or did she just think that you wanted a baby? Or
Or do you really think she's trying to keep your own? Like,
I think she wanted a baby. It's like, we're more traditional than, like, most people do. Like, we don't look at the world thinking that, like, I don't think that people should fucking, like, I don't even know how to say it. I really think that the whole downfall of our country and our fucking values and the reason that our whole just world in general has gone to shit. This is gonna come off sounding very misogynistic. It was because of, like, the women's rights revolution. And it's not just, like, that women don't have rights and stuff, it's that there was nobody at home anymore when kids get home from school to, like, raise the family. You know, that was a huge component of families back then. You know, and I know that she feels like in herself that that's her job, to stay home and raise a family, to take care of the kids, to make sure everybody gets fed, to make sure the laundry gets done.
Sure.
You know, I know that that's how she feels. Well, I'm totally okay with that, because I want to be that strong guy that goes up and fucking builds a house every day to bring home the bacon.
Yeah, it's a good feeling.
and you have been.
And I don't want to be the guy that, you know, this sounds fucked up too, just a little bit selfish, but it's like, I don't want to be the guy that has to argue with his lady about who's going to drop the kid off at daycare so that somebody else can raise our kids, because she has to go work for $11 an hour to pay $10 of it to the daycare.
It's a big daycare. Yeah.
Right, it's like, what the hell's the point, guys?
Right.
You know, we're not like that. We think that women and men have their roles, and that,
So you guys have talked about it, and you're on the same page with that.
yeah. And
And she feels
I think
supported
that
by
she
you.
really, really wanted a family for us all. I wanted a family for us all.
Sure. And
That's not it's not crazy. I mean,
It's
if
not
that's how you
crazy.
feel right now, I
It's not that
mean,
it's crazy, it's just, there's a lot of hardcore feminists out there that are gonna look at me and say, oh, you're such a piece of shit for saying that, this, that, and the other thing.
and you know what, there's people in your corner too.
All sex is rape, all sex is rape, you know, that's just ridiculous. That's an extreme point of view, that's an extreme point of view. I shouldn't be saying this, because it's all gonna go in front of somebody else to fucking judge me later.
that's not outlandish at all, Will. You're a traditionalist. I can completely understand and agree with a lot of the points that you just made. There's certainly some fantastic benefits for moms staying home with kids instead of going to some daycare and not going off. Just like you said, daycare, the cost alone is astronomical. It's unbelievable.
Well, it's not even just like the daycare, it's like they don't like public schools, they don't like the shit that they teach the kids these days, they don't like that people are rewriting history and they don't want to say it the way it is, they don't like that everybody's hypersensitive and nobody's allowed to say anything because you might offend somebody. I don't like that I get called a racist for saying anything to anybody that's not, and then like us three are now a minority because we're regular right-handed white guys with average height and average build, and we're supposed to feel bad about that. I don't like any of that stuff. It's like, yeah, that's how we are, man.
I understand
It all
that.
comes down to like, all I can do is just fucking.
Did you and Brooke, or you and Brooke, not feel that Savannah would take her child down that road?
I have no idea.
I don't know either.
I have no idea. I didn't fucking think twice about Savannah. I
Okay.
didn't ever she's just a neighbor. You know, I never really made any considerations about her and her life and her future and baby and like how she was gonna bring up her baby. You know,
Okay.
I never thought about that.
Okay. And
On that note though, Will, I mean, like, you think baby's coming, but you're not seeing the signs, and you're right, like, there's probably medical explanation for that. I'm not an OB just like you.
Right.
But, you know, diapers in the house, formula in the house, medical care, all those things leading up to this, like, I mean, I want to be realistic about that too, and like, in the preparation for this child, like, you know, you're the provider, so you know how to anticipate these things, and they're not having
The
it.
plan was like a home birth.
Okay?
Like, you can't bring a midwife in North Dakota. It's illegal.
To your home?
Yeah, it's illegal to try and have a home birth with a midwife. It's
Really?
illegal.
Oh.
It's straight up, like, well, as far as I know, I don't know 100%, I didn't read the statute myself, but this is like what
I don't either.
no.
what I've gleaned. But like, you know, that would have been the dream of like, bringing in a midwife and me delivering a baby.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
that, absolutely.
again, I'm a big softie, it's like, that would have been like the ultimate
Yeah.
Right.
fucking awesomeness for me.
Right.
But on that note, you're also the guy that wants to be there when baby's born.
Yeah, and it wasn't.
And,
You know,
and I know you'd want to.
And I don't know, like I said, I don't know if she is pregnant, like.
All you know is
Partly-
you show up from work one day and there's a baby there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Does it seem odd to you?
very, very,
It would seem odd to me.
yeah, it's really fucking,
I
yeah.
would have some questions for my wife, I think, if that happened.
And everything just started to hit the fan, man, so. it's
Was she
just
like pissed? Like you made a comment that she's like, don't ask questions, and I mean, so on one hand, you know,
it was like in the discussion, it just, don't ask, don't talk about it, you know.
right, just diverts your child, man. Like, You
I
wanna
get
know?
that, man, but like, then everything started to hit the fan, so like, okay, yeah, I started to make some connections in my own head, but still, it's like, I don't wanna fucking push this to like, starting a big fuss, you know, I was like, I really didn't wanna push anything until, honestly, this is gonna sound fucked up and callous, and the more I talk to you guys, the more I just feel like an asshole, and just a beast. Just monster, just like a callous, emotionless monster or something, but like, I was honestly just wanting everything to die down a little bit so we could like calmly fucking talk about this and figure out what the fuck.
Between you and Brooke, you mean?
Yeah. But
Are you making progress towards that between the two of you?
not really. I mean, we spent the last 3 days barricaded, like literally barricaded. I mean, did you guys see that when was
Yeah,
it
the
barricaded?
door was barricaded when they went in on the search warrant.
Right, it was straight barricaded because I'm living on fear, man. I'm straight up living on fear.
Fear of what?
Of, well, the barricade in front of the door was not to keep you guys out. I mean, if you guys want to get in, you're coming in.
Sure.
Like, I knew that that was not an effective way to go. I mean, if I really wanted to judge you guys, it was up to,
What was the barricade for then?
to keep the Greywinds out, dude.
Right.
And that makes sense. That made sense.
No shit, to keep the fucking Greywinds out.
Yeah, if you booted the neighbor's door, you figure you'd boot your door too, you know?
Well, I knew he would if, like, at some point he would. I mean,
Especially when you know his baby's in there, and like, he's probably coming, and he's probably not gonna be happy.
you know, well, if, I don't know that he knew any of that, but.
I don't think he did, because I'm with you. I think if he did,
He would have
he'd have been through that
Right,
door.
right.
And, yeah,
So we've been fucking barricaded.
how would you keep, like, baby from crying?
She's just a really good baby.
Oh, really? Just no fussing or anything?
No, she fussed just a little bit, but like,
No loud wailing?
she wasn't a wailing baby. No, my first daughter was not a wailing baby. Like, my first daughter barely made it. Yeah, she was great. You know, 4 weeks after we got her home, she was like sleeping, maybe 6 weeks. She was sleeping like 8 hours through the night. She was just a good baby.
I have one like that too.
One, right?
Out of 4?
Right, yeah. My last one was not like that. He was
Yeah.
frolicking, and I had to sit there and hold him with his hand here, and his belly here, and his arm, and his leg dangling.
Football.
Yep, football style, and that's what I did every day that I had him for the 5 months I got to have him.
Sure.
And I seen him once with CPS after that, and like I was drinking a lot to cope with everything just because I couldn't sleep. So like I was just pouring liquor down my gullet so that I could like sleep, and I haven't seen it since. And I've seen a couple of pictures on Facebook, dude. Like,
Beat that.
what?
You beat that, the drinking, like you're making progress.
I mean,
Like,
I'm not
with that.
pouring that down anymore, but I mean, I still drink.
Well, I know, but you told us on, like, you don't get hammered. You said,
No, I don't
go to work
really.
hungover, like, you come home and have a couple of beers. You know, keeping guys.
Get up every day, go to work.
Yeah.
I mean, again, what you're telling us isn't that unlike, you know, like, go to work hard, put food on the family, or put food on the table for your family. Like, you're doing it, you know?
Well, it was. I ain't doing it no more, man.
Well,
And
it
it sucks, dude. I mean, so like now I'm just like, I don't know.
did Brooke talk about having some of the same fears as you?
What?
Just the Greywinds and having this baby, and you guys are barricaded in your own house, like you can't, you know, I
Yeah,
can't.
we're fucking being held prisoner, man. Straight up being held prisoner. Yeah.
Is that what you were talking about when you used it several times? You used the term being terrorized by the Greywinds. Is that what you're talking about?
That's exactly what I'm talking about. Dude, somebody slipped a note under our door last night that says, "We know you did it. We, N-O, as no, you did it."
What Brooke said when she saw that?
She was ready to call one of you two. She grabbed them 2 cards that I took from you guys last time.
What was she gonna say?
I don't know. And that's, I said, you know, what are you gonna say to them? Like, you know, that they're terrorizing us, that we're being held.
I wish you had. I do. I wish you had called.
I mean,
We'd have been there.
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, that was kind of something that we were trying to avoid.
Yeah, I know, I'm sure you didn't want to see us either, like,
Right, that's part of it, guys, is like, I know that there's something not right here, but at the same time, I'm not trying to like, you know,
Well, listen, if you're under the ruse for the last 9 months that Brooke is pregnant, and you show up from work one day and she's got a baby and tells you not to say anything, and you're just too scared to ask questions, that's a whole other story here, right? But
there had to have been some dialogue.
Going back to what we talked about with, we don't want to hear it just from Brooke.
right.
There's obviously a lot more that's gone on here. So I want you to answer a simple question. Do you know where Savannah is?
No.
Do you know if Savannah is okay?
No.
Does Brooke know where Savannah is?
I do not know.
Is this something you just haven't talked about, or are you scared to bring up to her?
I get the same response from her every time.
Which is what?
It's probably the same thing she told you, that she left. She left.
You come home, she's there, you're in the shower, 10 minutes later, Brooke's in the shower, you go on about your business, none the wiser. Let me ask you this, the officers came through your house 3 times, I think?
3 times.
Was that baby in the house when the officers came through?
Not sure.
How can you not be sure?
I think so.
Can you shoot us straight?
Trying, guys, I'm trying.
I know, and I know it can't be.
It's not fucking easy.
It's not
You're
easy.
asking me to fucking sell the woman I love down the river. That's exactly what you're asking me to do.
Any woman, let's
Throw her right under the bus.
Well, let's look at the picture here, Will. Given the context of what we're talking about and the potential ramifications, I don't think that love would be a term that I would use. Manipulation comes to mind.
I'm sure it does.
Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If she's had the wool pulled over your eyes this whole time, and she did something bad, and I would like to think that it should be obvious to you that that's not love. And it's hard being on the inside, okay? Doing this job, I've seen some pretty fucked up relationship situations. I also have enough life experience to know that until you get on the outside and can look in with a clear head, it's kind of hard sometimes to see things for what they are. Okay? If you're dating a girl and living with a girl, or you're together, and she's cheating on you, and how does that go down? All your buddies know, all her friends know, you're the last one to know. Why? Because you're too damn close.
You're too blind to see it, you don't want to see it.
Yeah, and as soon as you take a step outside, it's obvious. All the signs are right there, it was right in front of your nose. And that's not fair. I don't want you to hold back on Brooke's account here. If we're asking you to throw her under the bus, is what you're saying, if she did something, that's on her.
And I want you to think,
I don't know what she did.
and I want you to think too, she'll lie about that to you for that long. I imagine you're probably sitting there thinking, what the hell did she tell these cops? What the hell did she tell them? I wouldn't, again, leave your story to somebody else.
I don't understand that. Okay. All right, Now it's like you guys asked me, like, crazy ass question. I got it rolling through my head. Is Savannah still in the building?
Mm-hmm.
You think she ducked down in somebody's apartment? You know what I mean?
I want to know whatever you can tell us to help us find her.
Right, I imagine like.
Okay or not okay, we need to
When
find
you
her.
guys have searched the whole damn apartment, and you haven't found her.
Well, we came right after they made entry into your apartment.
I mean,
They came and got you, and we've been talking to Brooke, and then we came to talk to you. I don't know what they found or haven't found.
I don't know. That's it. I don't think she's still there, man. Like, I really don't think she's still there.
Do you think Brooke is capable of doing something to Savannah? If she's maintained this facade to you for 9 months, and now she's got to go through with
I
it?
never would have thought that. I never would have thought that.
Because we're not talking about love here, Will. If something...
Talking about fucking crazy.
Yeah, okay, not the words I would have chose, but certainly rattling around in my head. If that's what we're talking about here, then you really need to get out ahead of this thing for your own good. We need to know what you know, Will.
Oh, that baby didn't look like a fucking white baby.
I agree.
Oh, yeah.
So,
I don't.
what day did you come home from work and Brooke presented you with a child? Remember how I said my brain works chronologically?
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't help it, but that would help me. If we just get some basics here.
Dude, it's really hard for me to say one, because like I'm just stuck in like this in my head. It's like, dude, you promised you'd fucking have her back and protect her as best you can.
You don't owe her shit, okay? This is potentially unbelievably serious situation that you've gotten yourself into here, and you don't owe her shit.
You know that.
You may have thought you loved Brooke. If she's doing stuff like that, she's stringing you along because you threatened to leave or she's that insecure or whatever, she does not love you. She may pretend like she does, for whatever reason. I don't know her, okay? If she's that insane, these are the things that she's capable of doing, then you need to distance yourself from her in a big way. Because if we go talk to her, and for example, she says, Will,
Thinking she's walking out of here by putting it on you.
Nobody's walking out of here, man. I mean, you chuckle, but
Yeah, I mean, you
the
like
reality
you
of
do
the
too.
situation.
Like you do too. Well,
I do.
I mean,
But it's the reality of the situation, right? Like I said, I don't know.
if you're torn between telling us what you know and your allegiance to her, you owe it to yourself.
you keep agreeing with that. Well, I know I do. I know I deserve to tell my own story. I know. So what? I mean, you give of yourself all the time, right? You're one of those guys, because I don't know you that well, so I'm just guessing. You go to work, you bust your ass, you come home, and you take good care of her.
I do my best, man,
Yep.
but like, it's not very good. Like, I'm not the best provider.
Well,
Yeah, but you're not what Nick's saying is, are you a perpetual victim? I mean, in your own mind, you always, it's low self-esteem, I'm not good enough.
I don't remember him saying that.
Well, that's the way that I took it, put my own words on it.
because what I'm saying is
That
you're...
just sounds like something that Brooke would say.
What I'm saying is that you're acknowledging that you deserve to have your own story told in your own words. How you felt, what you thought, what you were feeling. I mean, like, you deserve that, and you'll acknowledge that, yet you won't do it because you feel this loyalty to somebody who's not been true to you. And we're revisiting this. It's hard for us to understand that. So help yourself. Help yourself through this thing by telling us your story. Maybe that's empowering to you. I don't know why you're not, I don't understand. I know. Well, if you know, then you said, well, you've been looking over your shoulder the last 6 days because you just the hell, I don't know, maybe the truth in your own words and how you feel will help you make some sense of this, or oh God, I got to tell somebody, it's off my chest. Because I know you're asking questions. You've acknowledged that from the moment this whole thing started. You're like, what the hell's going on? You sat here the other night and I watched your hands physically tremble as you sat there. I'm sure that must have been just an awful feeling.
It's horrible hanging out with you guys. You guys seem like alright guys.
Well, you did a good job covering for her on Monday night when we talked. Okay? And then today we got to the point where there was too much information to the contrary to what you were telling us, that we had to write a search warrant for your apartment. And lo and behold, right? So I don't know a better way, maybe a more thorough way to explain to you that for your own sake, you cannot hold allegiance to Brooke in this situation. It will not bode well for you. She, by my accounts of the last week's activities, is not deserving of any allegiance. And maybe it's time for Will to stand up for Will. And if you did things along the way, well, then we'll deal with it. I really don't think you're a bad person. I've seen evil in this room. Very, very rarely, maybe once or twice in my entire career. But 99.9% of the time, well, it's regular dudes. It's guys that made mistakes. And you know what? It's because we're fucking human beings. I make mistakes, Nick makes mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes, that's why we're humans. Right? Pure evil does exist. And you are certainly not it. I can tell you that 2 minutes talking to you the other night. This is eating you up inside. It's all over your face. It was all over your face and your body language on Monday night. I don't want you to have to hold on to this. It's really not fair to you, especially on the account of Brooke. That's really not fair to you. It's not fair to you, and it's not fair to the Greywinds. Even with difference of opinions in place. That's their daughter and their granddaughter. And no matter what you or I think...
Are we assuming that's her granddaughter, or do we know it's her granddaughter? Do we know?
I'm assuming.
Are we assuming?
She's
plus months pregnant, and all of a sudden you've got a little tiny appearing Native American baby at your house.
Right, a little
And-
5-pound baby.
And she's gone.
Right, right. It's probably.
I mean, I don't like to jump to
Probably
conclusions
a
and-
safe assumption, but.
I don't like to jump to conclusions in this job, but, you know, this seems pretty straightforward as far as, you know, that part of it. And that's what I was talking about before with A, B, and C, right? That's, anything's possible. There's nothing else in this job we've learned that anything's possible, right? Sometimes these things take weird twists and turns and stuff we'd never think of. But the only way that we get that is through what we're doing here.
Right, I get that, man.
So, I know you don't want to throw Brooke under the bus. I know you've expressed your love for her. I think that in reality, where your love and allegiance lies is with this ideal of family that you carry with you, which is formed and shaped by your past experiences. You've expressed numerous times and get emotional talking about what you used to have, and I get that. I haven't been there, I'll admit it, but I can empathize with what that would be like. I think that's a powerful driving thing for you. You're a lover, you're a caretaker, you want to be a provider, you have your ideas of the world, and I don't disagree with them. I understand that part of what you're talking about, Will.
Right.
But I think that this ideal that you've had in your mind is a facade. I think that Brooke probably had a good grasp and understanding of what your ideal of family and love and life was, and probably played into that, which made it hard for you to see what reality was. You stop me if I'm wrong. This is some heavy stuff.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I appreciate that. I get.
I'm just trying to understand.
Appreciate that. I fully appreciate that.
I think I get where you're coming from.
It's like, I want to be able to help you out. I do.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want to make shit worse for either of us either.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, like, just fucking coming out and fucking telling you guys every fucking candy bar I've ever stole, anything I've ever done wrong, isn't gonna help me at all. You know,
But, and I keep going back to this because it just sticks with me.
I'm gonna fucking miss dinner at the jail, dude.
We can get you dinner, Will.
Yeah.
Better than the jail.
So in the end, everybody looks at everything, right? Like, you've been down this road, like, you know how this thing works, right? Like, information comes forward, everybody looks at it, you get to see it, right? And you're not giving yourself enough credit, and when I look at this thing, like, big picture, I'm thinking, all right, we'll talk to two of us on Tuesday morning, and it was fairly descriptive and accurate, right? To the extent that you're in the shower together on Saturday afternoon. Now, I don't think that anybody's going to sit back and believe that you simply assumed, having had previous children, that your girlfriend had given birth to a child that afternoon and here you guys are together. Like, that's just not how that goes. And you know that because you've been there before for births. And I'm just like, so when you don't give us your idea, or not even your idea, your narrative of what happened in your own words, or what you were thinking and feeling, I keep going back to that. When you get home and there's this baby there, and it's to the extent that you guys are in the shower together and there's no evidence of childbirth, I don't see how you're going to leave that to somebody else. Like, I just can't wrap my head around that. Okay, because nobody's going to believe for a minute, Will, that you were that naive. We've talked too much for anybody to think that you don't understand what's going on.
Very coming from that.
If you were manipulated, I understand, okay? If you just wanted to have a family and wanted this thing to blow over, or just, you know, kind of settle down or calm down, whatever you told us a few minutes ago, I understand that. But there's got to be a good explanation for this, and it's got to come in your words, okay? And not the other way. Because I can tell you, and I think you see it too, how this thing looks when you take all the information we have and just lay it out and start considering all of that. Josh is being honest with you when he says, don't leave this to Brooke. You know, like,
it's hard for me to believe you guys, man. It's hard. I know that you guys are smart. I get that. I know that you guys are trying to do noble work. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
I told you that the other night. I told one of you two that
Mm-hmm.
the other night.
I think both of us, yeah. And I can understand you feel like you've been screwed before. Your scenario, your incident when you talked about calling the cops, and you go to jail, that sucks. Like, you needed our help, you thought you were gonna get it, and you go to, like, I get that, all right? I can't change that, and you acknowledge that. You acknowledge that it wasn't the two of us, all right? And we're also giving you the acknowledgement that we think you're a smart guy. We've talked long enough, like, you can just tell. Like, you have ideas, you're able to articulate them, you've thought things out, you have thoughts that are your own, okay? Before I just laid out the whole big picture talk that I had, because that's how I truly feel, I considered that. You're a smart guy, they're gonna be like, so, he thought his wife was pregnant for 8 months, okay, or his girlfriend was pregnant for 8 months, okay. But then, like, they're together in the shower shortly after. There's, you know, very, very little prenatal information. There's, you know, no changes in her body. He comes home from work and can't explain. Like, that's not how
I put on a heck of a belly, like, over the past month.
Sure, and that's just not how, you know, you're not up and around and hosting people and making clothes when you've just given birth. Like, and those are things that you told us, and the people that are looking at the big picture again are gonna say, nope, like, that's not how
You're
that
right.
works.
You're right, that doesn't add up to, like, kosher.
Yeah. So, when we look at this, it's, well, Will knows more than what he's telling us. And he thinks that I don't know, like, I don't know what to think. That's my thought as to why you deserve to have your own story told. Because that's the story that's being told right now.
Dude, my stepmom told me that this was back in the day before they held babies in hospitals for 72 hours. You know, they do that now. She was up and shopping the next day. The very next day.
Mm-hmm.
Totally know it can be done.
Mm-hmm.
When Angela gave birth to my son, man, amazing trooper of birther. It was her first kid. They told her, okay, take a break. And she said, nah, F that. She grabbed the bar and she bared down and the bullets kept on pushing because she could feel it was time. Her body told her it was time. You know what I mean?
I would assume to some extent she was exhausted afterwards. So,
She was a bit beat.
yeah.
And then she went and told me to go and get her pita pit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I would have never thought that was possible either. It's like,
I didn't think it was possible for a woman to eat that many Taco John's chicken and potato burritos, but that's, you know.
Right, and, you know,
So,
it's like, do I think that it's, you know, nothing? Well, no, but at the same time, do I think it's possible? I might be able to convince myself that, you know what I mean?
It takes some convincing though.
Yeah, it does, but then everything fucking hit the fan and started to go on. I'm just like, okay, you know what, this isn't something that I can focus on right now. I'm just trying to make sure that they're not getting a fucking, growing a fucking posse up in front of me.
did
You know, I come back, the time that I had to like, be like, excuse me, you know, and like let me into my place, you know. They straight up had like scouts posted up around the building.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they had one person on each corner of the building, they had a person inside the back door, right at the middle of the stairs, at the front stairs, at the bottom stairs, like.
Right. You're trapped.
I'm trapped.
And
the biggest thing was, it's just let the whole thing die down and then figure this shit out. I didn't know what the fuck to do. I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, man. Like, I've got this little fucking baby, and I have bad explanation for it.
right.
I get that.
It looked bad, especially to them. Right. But it looks, and it looked bad to us too.
I mean, like.
And it's gonna look bad further down the system. It looks bad.
It looks bad. It looks fucking horrible.
Yeah.
And all we have to go on is what we know.
And like, I've spent the last fucking few days, honestly, just looking over my shoulder to make sure that fucking, if I see the Greywinds roll up in a fucking truck full of natives, that I got an out plan. You know? Like, I wasn't so worried about you guys rolling up. You guys aren't gonna fucking beat me to death.
No.
You know what I mean? He's like, I'm not so worried about you guys showing up. I mean, I seen you guys, the Metro coming, and I was just like, oh shit. I was just kind of like, oh shit. You know, attempt to run or
Right,
like
no.
that, but, you know, I haven't gotten a real great explanation. I haven't gotten a good explanation. There's still questions rolling around my head. Do I got answers for them? No, I don't. I don't have a whole lot of answers for them.
So when you,
I seen the baby Saturday afternoon, evening.
because you came home,
You know, by then, when everything started to hit the fan, I was like,
Where'd you guys put the baby when the cops came?
the baby was right there.
You just didn't see it?
The baby was like right there. A little bit, like, I didn't want to go out and spend money for a crib right away because I've been trying to get caught up on rent to make sure the electric don't get shut off, man.
Sounds good, you got a baby home. Where was the bed? Was it like in your bed?
No, it was like right there in the bedroom on the stand, man. Just a little, like, she made a bed out of a suitcase is what we were going with. Like, I think it was a suitcase.
Just like on a dresser or something like that?
And that was gonna be our baby bed.
Sure.
You know, is that, think back 100 years, how many babies would have slept in dresser drawers?
Yeah.
Sure. And that's what I said, is I was like, I don't wanna go out and spend a whole bunch of money on a crib right now because we can't afford it, baby's not gonna be able to appreciate it at this point. You know, we should buy on something piddly. You know, do I wanna go out and buy a whole bunch of toddler toys right now? Hell no, I can't afford it, I got time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So did you close the suitcase when the cops came?
Absolutely not, no.
It was just, when they were walking around that bedroom, they would have looked in the suitcase, and the lid was open.
Lid was wide open.
Baby would have been in there.
Or blanket.
were you terrified when the cops were walking through there? That baby sitting right there? I mean, what did you think would happen if that baby coos or cries and the cops see you?
Because at that point, you had to have known, like, all right, this is weird. Like, I left for work this morning, and I got a baby here tonight.
And now the cops are knocking on my door looking for the girl from downstairs who's 8 months pregnant and now missing. it doesn't take, you know, a master's degree to put that 2 and 2 together.
Right, I get that.
Right.
I get what it looks like. I totally get what it looks like.
So, again, sorry, I mean to cut you off.
No,
I also want you to, so when I ask you to ponder the big picture, we live in a world of realities and timelines. And we've got a good one right now. Just because there's factors that are in your control and out of your control. And I'm not at your house right now, and I don't know what the gals and guys over there are gonna find as far as evidence, as far as to what happened, right? But I do know that Savannah wasn't at your house long, and that whatever happened in a short amount of time. And you got home not that long after she arrived at your house. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, right?
Right. Like, I don't know exactly when but you guys should know
We
when
do.
the last time she was seen.
Yeah, and I mean, when she was texting.
She was in multiple text message conversations.
Yep, so
Oh,
we
know the minute she stopped.
Yep, so we've got that, and we can narrow it down, and you told us what time you got home.
Mm-hmm.
And we've looked into that a little bit, and you're not lying, which is good. On the other hand, when we leave here and we talk to the guys and gals over at your place, and they're like, this is what we're finding, and there's evidence of what happened, then, again, Josh, me, and all the big picture people are gonna look at that and say, wow, I don't think Brooke was able to manage all of that before Will got home. So, what would be his explanation for what he found or what he saw? And you're telling us that, hey, I don't know, I got home and there was a baby that night. Well, you got home and she hadn't been at your house long. So you walked into whatever you walked into, okay? And I don't have the answers to that yet because I'm not there, and I don't want to speculate, but I want you to know that this is another one of those pieces to the big picture that's going to paint what you know and what you don't know and what's realistic and what's not realistic. I'm again urging and asking, please help us understand from your perspective what went on. If you made mistakes that day, I can handle that, right? I can take it. I'm not gonna get mad. It's nothing like that, okay?
But we're gonna have to work through them.
We're gonna have to talk to them and work through them, and those are just realities. Does that make sense? Okay.
Like, I mean, fight or freeze mode. Well, flight doesn't seem like a really good option.
Agreed.
You guys are obviously a little bit bigger than me and well-trained. That's not a good option.
Don't worry about that.
Just fucking freezing.
Yep.
You know, it's like,
Tell you what, I'll step out. I gotta put these back on in front of you. You got your chew. I'm just gonna step out. You can hang out for a minute. Do whatever you need to do. I want to talk to you more. Are you gonna hang out or are you gonna step out for a minute? If I step out, I gotta put these on you.
We'll step out and give you a minute maybe. I don't know.
that works.
Well, no, I don't want you to be in freeze mode.
Yeah.
I want you to take a deep breath and you know where you're at. We know where you're at. And again,
At some point I need to take a leak, guys.
Yep.
we can arrange
work
that.
on that too.
Yeah, we'll work on that.
At the end of the day, though, the totality is still the same. That I don't think you're a bad guy, and I think you'd be unbelievably unfair to yourself if you didn't tell your side of this story. Okay?
We'll work on getting somebody, I mean, is it like an emergency, or if it
No,
takes 10 minutes
no,
to get
I'm
some
just-
money? All right.
Feeling that I'm gonna need to take care of.
Yeah.
No, it's not emergency.
We'll get somebody for you.
Hey guys.
Bathroom break?
Yes.
Good.
So good. I'm imagining in my head you guys went to go check and see what they found in the search warrant so far.
It's one of the things that we're
I was one of the things on your checklist.
keeping up,
to do.
keeping updates on.
Yeah, there's probably some of your text messages too.
Some of them are my wife.
I imagine that.
Yeah. But no, that's our, again, well, our focus is, on hearing your side of things.
I know you guys sound fucked up, but I'm just thinking, that's the fuck am I eating?
You know,
I know 100 years from now, like, no matter what happens between now and then, I know that she's gonna have my back. 100 years from now. Like, that's when it's just like, it's like, I know she's got my back.
I think there's probably comfort in that right now.
A little bit. Yeah, yeah, there is. Yeah, there is.
That makes sense. I think it's a reasonable feeling.
Yeah.
I want.
I'm sorry, but it's probably fucking twisted.
No, it's not. It's pretty
No,
well.
like, you know, it's like, you got worked up and you're telling me, like, you're fucking stupid if you think that fucking.
I never said you were stupid, Will.
Well, I get what you're saying. I mean, it's
I-
not what you were.
You know, I'm saying it's unfair to you if this is the road that she has led you down, then nothing about her is in your best interest. So my whole point with that is I want you to think about you and you alone
It's hard.
and your life and your future.
I don't know what I got all tied up in. Future. I'll be honest, no future right now.
Is there any more or less of a future if you maintain allegiance to Brooke?
I still got my girl.
I understand that you care about her well. I think you guys both got in way over your heads here. You got in way over your heads together. And we're going to have to explain what happened. But we can't explain what happened from a single perspective being you and Brooke together. Because that's not fair to her either. We're not trying to make you choose between like the truth and her or something. I mean, we get her perspective on this thing just the same as yours.
because it wouldn't be fair to her to not tell her side of the story. And when we say side of the story, we're not talking about this fact or that fact. I'm talking about the humanizing of it. What did you feel? What did you think? A lot of times, I work a lot of like sex assault cases, right? And perspective is usually the main theme in those cases. And by what I mean by that is this: if a guy and a girl are engaged in a sexual act, and the girl's really uncomfortable, she doesn't want to be there, she doesn't want to do whatever we're doing, she doesn't feel good about it, she's uncomfortable. She doesn't say, I'm uncomfortable, I don't want to do this, and then later makes her report about being sexually assaulted because she was engaged in things that she did not want to do. And most of the time I have no doubt in my mind that she really didn't want to do the things that she was doing. And that's her perspective. And then when we talk to the other party and they say, what the hell are you talking about? We were doing this, it was fine, everything was fine. I have no idea what you're talking about. I was getting these signals from her earlier. This is, because that's their perspective. So now we have two people alone in a room, engaged in a physical act, and they're on completely different planets. Right? Because everyone has their own ideas, their own experiences, their own emotions, how they think about things, how they process things. When we go to a crime scene and we talk to, witnesses, like a car crash or something, and a four-way stop car crash, we talk to this driver, that white car was doing like 80, right? He blew the stop sign. And you talk to the guy that was literally right next to him, that white car was creeping along. You know what I mean? Everybody has their own views of things, and their life experiences can impact the way that their brain processes things. All of these things, it doesn't mean that guy's lying or this guy's lying. That's his perspective.
Right. Well, you said perspective the other night, but like loud truck.
Right, yeah.
Perspective.
Exactly.
So somebody that said obnoxiously loud, well, that's not our perspective.
Exactly. I need your perspective, Will. And you're the only one that can give that to me. And like we said before, if you did some things that you're not proud of, that you regret, we can work through those. But we need your side of it.
Dude. I asked about where the baby come from, and the only answer I get is she gave me her baby, she left. Doesn't work.
That doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't work. We're not pretty sure I've been able to sit back and have a real good conversation about what the fuck's going on.
Yeah. But also, like we talked about, the timelines. I mean, you came home pretty quick after Savannah left her apartment to come to your apartment.
Yeah.
So, for you to say that you walked in and Savannah and Brooke were working on a project and you jumped in the shower, and 10 minutes later Brooke jumps in the shower, and you run over to the liquor store for a six-pack and come back and she's got a baby. None of that works.
Okay.
I think that you saw some things. I think you saw Brooke doing some things, and instantaneously you're in way over your head and you don't know what to do.
Where's the baby?
The baby's safe.
So, but, people still,
We have the baby.
right, is she still with those people?
Mm-hmm.
You guys named her?
No, we didn't name the baby.
Somebody named her.
What do you mean?
I heard them out in the hallway saying, oh, look at this little thing. Maybe they were just sharing pictures.
Oh, I don't know if that would have anything to do with this. Maybe an officer just sent a baby or something, I don't know.
Yeah, maybe that's what it was. What are you guys talking about?
Yeah, baby's safe.
I just can't bring myself to just like turn on it. But
I know you will.
just
What?
I've lost everything in my life. I'm fucking bailing out, fucking up, fucking not living up to my fucking word. Lost everything. Repeatedly.
What did you see when you came home from work on Saturday? It's okay, Will. What did you see? What did you see, Will?
Saw baby. Saw baby shortly after I come home. It's a big mess in the bathroom.
What was Brooke doing? Things he wish he could unsee. Let me see, Will.
Baby. Saw a mess in the bathroom.
What was Brooke doing?
himself down the river already. Like in my head, it's like, oh, if you go to the walls, if you go to Jamestown.
I don't think you're crazy.
No, Jamestown's going to keep the minimum security prison because the walls is too full.
No. You're talking about the hospital.
No, I'm wondering if Brooks go to fucking Jamestown.
What'd you say to her? What'd you say to Brooke? Were you supposed to come home at that time that you did on Saturday? Do you ever know what time you're coming home?
Usually bus on Saturday. I'm usually home around 7 or 8. Not on a Saturday.
What time do you usually come home on Saturdays?
I'm on routine for Saturday. The one that with these guys for a few weeks. You should know that.
Yeah. Did Brooke expect you home when you came home?
Doubt it. No, so no.
So what did she say to you then, when you walk in on that?
She showed me the paper. This is our name. This is our family.
What'd you say to
I don't remember where that came in. Like since, but I don't know if she showed me the paper. She said, I don't know if it went right away or what. I should remember. Yeah. I remember that.
So is that why you went to the bathroom when her dad came knocking on the door? Is that why you were in the bathroom when her dad came knocking on the door?
No, it's seriously already in the bathroom.
There was a big mess in there. I mean, were you mad? I mean, were you scared?
I imagine so.
I understand how the process works. Gotta think about watching cops. Ironically, kind of have a thing about watching prison shows. Like them cop shows. They show us all the out-of-date shit that you guys used to do.
Like,
I don't know, I'm just imagining that now you guys have more technology and what they show on a 1997 broadcast
With cops?
of cops or any of that crime shows.
did you tell Brooke you were scared? Well,
Probably. I think so.
Did Brooke tell you what to do?
you said it was a big fucking mess when you came in the door.
Not just the bathroom. Just the bathroom.
You tell me about that.
look like fucking like punch him in the nose and bleed from the nose.
What did it look like?
Like really light weapon.
Like blood mixed with water?
Like pink blood. But not like nasty blood. Like when I sliced this open, all that skin came off and it just started to pour out, and it's like heavy, you know.
Mm-hmm.
That's what heavy blood.
And what was Brooke doing? Was she in the bathroom?
Just trying to clean up. Apparently from birth. From birth.
I think it's super well.
What'd you do with all the blood?
Cleaned it up.
Where'd you throw it? Where'd you throw the rags and the cloth and the tissue? I mean, where'd you throw everything?
I'm not sure where it all went. It all went out of the house.
Where'd you take it, Will?
I remember, man, I was throwing a lot of shit out.
Like in the garbage cans?
The fucking meat pipes out.
Did you put it in the car? Drive it away? Did you run it to the dumpster next door? I mean, what'd you do with all that stuff?
Not a bunch, but it just like 2 big bags. Drove into West Fargo. Found a dumpster. Just threw it out. Found a different dumpster at a different apartment building. I don't know exactly where it was, but I think just threw it out.
Just random apartment building downstairs.
It's not my fault.
What was it on your phone?
It's not bad. Never come to those. You know, it's like never believed that I was going to leave. I mean, I had tried it.
That's not your
But I
fault.
got fucking leave. I leave all the fucking time when I get pissed off and frustrated, but I always come home. Maybe it's a week later, maybe it's 10 days later. I don't fucking come home. I always come home. Not this time.
Will, what was in those bags?
I don't know exactly. Like bloody rags. Bloody rags.
What else?
Like, I'm not sure exactly what else. I threw a pair of shoes in there.
What did the shoes look like? they're using? Tennis shoes?
Yeah. But it's what I was wearing. I walked in and stepped all over all his blood.
Oh, you threw your shoes away?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was in there. I don't know, I didn't go right foot through the bag. I know there was a lot of blue rags and I didn't say, I don't know what it's doing.
It's just what she started cleaning up with and you finished cleaning up with.
Yeah.
Did you take multiple runs from your house? Like out to a dumpster, back to the house, out to a dumpster?
No,
Just
there was
wondering.
just in 2 bags. We got bags. No,
Just
there was
wondering.
just in 2 bags. We got bags.
What Brooke said you will.
This is our baby, this is our family.
What did you say to her?
What the fuck?
Savannah?
She ain't in there.
She is?
No.
Right. Savannah in those bags? What?
Not that heavy. Heavy. I don't know how big Savannah was.
Well, Savannah was at your house when you got there.
the ride soon. No, I wanna hear from you, man. I do. Is she capable? Obviously she's capable. Doing what exactly? I don't know how far.
Savannah was there when you came home. Or were you lying about that?
Then you must have had conversation with Brooke, if you knew you were gonna tell us that lie. There's more.
It's just a lot of, she was here, saw her briefly, then got in the shower, she left.
She's telling you what to say.
Don't ask anymore. Don't ask anymore. Don't ask anymore. Don't ask anymore.
I gotta be honest with you, Will, I don't see Brooke carrying Savannah down the stairs.
Not in the timeline that you've provided and that we have from other people.
Shit, dude, in broad daylight at 2:30 in the afternoon?
Mm-hmm.
What's the explanation then, Will? I mean, we all need to be reasonable, okay?
That's what I was told to say. That she was there. Dad knocked on the door and she left. Do I believe in my mind Brooke could have midwifed the baby? Absolutely. Do I reasonably think it fits the timeline and everything going on? Not really.
What do you mean by that? Brooke could have midwifed the baby.
And just can Brooke like deliver a baby? Absolutely. Like she even had like the midwife somehow that was like midwife a baby.
At the house?
Were any of your babies induced?
Mm-hmm.
So like they give the baby, or they give mama like Pitocin.
Pitocin, yeah.
Right. So like midwives have something similar to that.
Okay.
I think she has some. I mean, she said she went and got some.
Well, I felt like we were going down like the road of reality and honesty. I want to get back there, man. Like, could she? Yes. You're right. She could. You said it yourself in the timeline. No. You walked in. You walked into a lot more than that. All right. I believed it on Tuesday morning when you told us that she was there when you got there. I don't think you saw yourself back here having this conversation tonight. But I need you to be honest with me right now.
That we were going to be back here in this conversation again.
But you stuck to the plan. And about you a day or two. But even with my kids. Say that again?
I'm better than happy, no family. 2 days.
Yeah, okay.
It's great.
That's what you wanted.
We're all over it, like, like babies. That's fucking sweet.
I know the feeling.
I thought I'd ever experience that again.
But even if Brooke had Pitocin or a similar labor-inducing drug, in my personal experience at least, and again, I'm not a doctor, but it turned what could have been, 20 hours or whatever it could have been, into like 3 or 4 or 5. Or longer.
I really remember with my kids, the first one, they tried doing this, right, it took forever and didn't work.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, no.
It was Angela, I can't remember, like, I was trying to think about it recently, if
But what I'm
she
saying,
was induced.
what I'm saying, Will, is that if Savannah's texting
down
on
there for like pushing and being in labor for like 3 hours.
yeah, all it does is start the process. Which, like Nick said, if we're sticking to reality and timelines of things, Savannah's definitely still in your apartment when you come home.
Well, you told us that, and that was the truth.
I have to. Like, you don't live a lie, still a lie, right?
What do you mean by that a half truth?
Still down there. I'll speak to her.
So if we're talking realities and timelines, the tough question comes down to, what kind of shape is she in when you come home from work? What's the question of the day, Will? I mean, because here's where we're at.
Did you try to help her? Did you try? Or was it too late? Brooke tried to help her? Somebody try to help her?
I know you're scared, Will. I know you're scared. But here's where we're at. And this is the time, if any time, where Will needs to think about Will. Because did Will walk into a fucked up situation and see Brooke doing something he never thought possible? Or was this the plan the whole time? You know what I mean? Well, I mean, that's the question. Because these are, again, did
If this was the plan, then I was ignorant of it. I didn't know if this was the plan.
Well, I can.
I don't know that this was the plan either. I don't know.
I can understand. I can understand that Brooke had the wool pulled over your eyes for some of this stuff, right? Some of that is believable. If she truly thought that you were going to leave her and this is the way to keep you around, and she's going to put on this act, some of that is believable. But when it comes down to Saturday, and you walking through that door, she's carrying out her plan, and you're instantly in way over your head, and don't have a choice to help?
She had a plan. Doesn't seem like it. Doesn't seem like it was a plan. I mean, yeah, I know how it came up because we had like stuff from home birthday at home. Like, but honestly, like, when I first met her, she was talking about going to this school just on the south side of Seattle, Washington.
Mm-hmm.
It's like where you go to get, like, it's a school for midwifery.
Sure.
Because, like, well, she believes in that stuff hardcore. But, like, you don't need to go to a hospital to have a baby. People have been having babies for millions of years, or at least tens of thousands of years. Well, you know.
You said, I don't, you can correct me here, well.
It might look like a plan, but I don't think it was a plan.
At least not on your part.
I know it wasn't a plan on my part, but I don't think whatever happened was her plan either. Like, I really honestly want to know if she's pregnant right now. Like,
Brooke?
yeah.
I don't believe so.
Does she not believe so? I know you're kind of reaching on what you can and can't tell me, guys, but
I want to know what you believe and what you know. And I want to know what you saw when you came through the door on Saturday. Why? Because you care about Brooke. And this is the part where I need you to care about Will.
I don't care about Will, man.
Well, maybe it's time to start.
Why bother? I was lost.
Because I think you got it way over your head.
Right?
Right?
No matter what goes down from here, these are marks that the people, the grand everybody involved, is going to brand me with, that I get to walk with for the rest of my days on this earth. Beyond, above and beyond what I have to walk around with for the rest of my days on earth.
Mm-hmm.
And I've already got plenty of baggage on my shoulders.
Yep. So it brings me back to my question from minutes ago, and I want to know, and other people will too. And it's one of two ways. You say it's one of three ways, but it might be a little oversimplified. But here it is: you walk in and there was nothing you could do for Savannah. You walk in and there's a baby to take care of, and you gotta divide your attention, or you gotta do something, or you tried to help her. I'm wondering, what did you? I mean, did you at least try to help Savannah? Did one of you try to help Savannah? Well.
dying.
She's not in this building.
She's dying.
Is Brooke dying?
Yeah.
Why would you say that?
Is that things that she's seeing, is that things that I'm reading is, oh, it's a hard uterus, this is what happens when the baby's pregnant. She fucking died, is that what made her crazy? Did I make her crazy? Did I make her think that I wouldn't be there for her if, like, she didn't bring the baby?
I don't want you to blame yourself for things that Brooke did. I can see the road you're going down right now, Will.
I was lost, man. I was fucked anyway.
Well,
So I'd be so rash about it, heavy language and shit. I was fucked anyway.
You walked in and you said, holy shit, or holy, what the fuck, or what, I mean, what'd you say? When you walked in, right? Yeah, something to that effect.
I don't know exactly what I said.
You walked into a shitstorm. I mean, maybe not what you expected.
I'm saying what the fuck I saw a baby and said, what the fuck?
You have the blood all over, right?
Yeah, and there's fucking like pink blood all over the floor.
And Savannah.
I'm saying that.
I know you're not, but I'm asking you to tell me the truth about that, because I want to know. I want to know what was done. That's important. Maybe not to you right now.
I'm saying that.
Maybe not to you right now. But think big picture.
I tried to convince myself that I try to make this work. She's not in the building, you already took her down to the jail.
no. We have more than this building.
Probably take her away. Not Prairie, but whatever, maybe. There's gotta be somewhere else in town that isn't Prairie.
Think she needs some help? Anybody that's willing to do that needs some help.
So many things going on. What she must be feeling the last 9 months, 8 months. Fuck.
Stop blaming yourself for her decisions, Will. Whatever happened there, you did not make her do anything. Okay? You didn't make her do anything. What Brooke did is on Brooke. know she's not in the building, then where is she? Well, Brooke didn't leave.
She left a few times, man.
Okay.
She left a few times.
Is she gonna leave that baby alone in there when you're out looking for dumpsters in West Fargo?
Hmm?
Is she gonna leave that baby alone when you're out looking for dumpsters in West Fargo with bloody rags?
No.
So then where's Savannah?
Don't know.
Savannah was in your apartment when you got home.
She left.
What kind of condition she was in, only you can answer.
She left.
She didn't leave. Well, we know she didn't leave. Was Savannah alive when you got home? Something go wrong with the birth?
She was fine.
Think she was fine? And at one point she's not fine.
I changed.
What?
I changed. She's fine and then she's not fine.
I don't know what else to do for you guys.
You can fill in the blanks for us, man.
A lot is over there. You guys are gonna put this off, this goes on and get out of the jail and sit there for the next however many months when they start the proceedings of the everybody.
Well,
And
consider the possibility of Brooke spinning a tale to try and save herself in this situation. You trust her that much? And she's going to say, yep, I did it. It was all me. Will had nothing to do with this. I lured Savannah up to the apartment. I was ready to go. I induced labor. I took her baby. I killed her. I got rid of the body. Is that what Brooke's going to say?
yeah. Yeah.
Well, come on, man.
No, that's exactly what she said.
That's what she said to you?
No, that's what she said to you guys. That's what she said to me.
Do you want to
Without
know?
the killing part.
Do you want to know why? Because we're back to reality of time.
Years later, and she left. That's what she said.
She was there when you got there. There was nothing that needed to be said.
No, that's what she said to you guys.
That Brooke told us that she induced Savannah's labor and took the baby and Savannah walked out of there. Went for an ice cream cone. Will, you really got to start thinking about Will here. And don't tell me that Will's gone, because Will's sitting right in front of me. Okay? You're blaming yourself for all this stuff, like you made Brooke do this, and it's nuts, man. You.
I am about to disappear into obscurity.
What's that mean?
And I was like, I'm the only reason anybody knows I exist is you guys are sitting here talking to me and you guys immediately put my face all over the place. So what about when it all gets resolved and my face is no longer in tears? It's the disappearing into obscurity of the system. You know, maybe you out someday. Kidnap the baby, man. The family. So I didn't just fucking go downstairs and be like, I don't know what's going on with this baby. Sorry. I should have. That's exactly what I should have.
Should have done what?
I should have just, walked downstairs and said, hey, it's all fucked up, but here's a baby.
That would have been one option.
You know what happens then? Where's Savannah? So it doesn't end there.
How do you feel when this is going, man? So I really feel like
That baby had some injuries, Will.
what?
The baby.
How do you feel?
Abrasions, scrapes.
From?
I don't know. She delivered that baby vaginally.
That child was charged, man. I hurt that baby up.
I don't think you hurt the baby, Will.
I'm wondering if the baby's delivered vaginally.
I don't know.
Why don't you know?
I wasn't there for the delivery of the baby.
It was all done when you got home from work.
I never seen the baby.
Were you home when the baby came out? So the baby was out when you came home.
Because that was about an hour after Savannah came over to your house.
Yeah.
Timelines.
Yeah.
What happened, Will? You get home.
Someone delivered a baby, man, and like, as far as I know, it was hers. It was her own.
I understand why you don't want to talk about Savannah with us, Will. That's obviously the hardest part of this conversation.
Delivered a baby, man, as far as I know, it was her own. I know that it raised some red flags.
Will,
I know that there were some questions that needed to be answered. I know that all this shit got fucking crazy with the terrorists. Because that's what they are. They're terrorists. When you terrorize somebody, you are a terrorist. So, call it what it is, even though nobody likes to use that word anymore.
You scared the ever living shit out of you. You were a prisoner in your own home. Couldn't leave. Felt like you were gonna boot your damn door in.
The terrorists. I've been trying to just go about that. Go about taking care of life. Still gotta pay the rent. Still gotta pay the rent.
you cannot believe that this was just going to blow over. You may not have known whether Brooke was really pregnant or not. I can buy that.
I believe she was.
But to leave for work on Saturday morning and come home Saturday afternoon to a baby, just like you said, that isn't Caucasian, And a bloody mess in your
It was
bathroom.
more about the black hair. It was more about the black hair than the skin color.
Mm-hmm. And what about the blood and the black hair that's stuck to the ceiling in the bathroom above your bathtub? What about that black hair?
Blood, black hair, and blood.
In the bathroom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a clump of black hair and blood stuck to the ceiling above your bathtub. What'd you see, Will?
I saw a baby. I saw a baby.
In Savannah.
It's
You told us that.
Clyde.
No. Timelines, man. Timelines, Will.
Timelines. Was she still having a text message conversation from my apartment when I got home?
Was she?
I don't know. I don't know.
Again, well, I'm not a medical doctor, but short of her being killed and that baby cut out of her, I don't know how she gets to that point within an hour of you coming home. Right? And the medical professionals are going to have their own timelines. They're going to tell us what's possible and what's not possible. Right?
So that's where you're at, man.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
So you're booking us for murder.
I want you to tell me your side of the story, Will.
When it comes down to it, you're booking us for murder.
If you know more, then tell us. Now is a good time for that. Okay? Tell us what you know. I want to know if you helped her. I do. Okay? I'm still stuck on that.
You're booking us for murder.
Nobody said that.
No, you haven't.
We're still talking.
No, I didn't say that. I'm waiting for you to tell me what you know.
In your mind. It's the only reasonable explanation. No.
Well, give me another one then, Will.
Isn't that enough to book a guy on murder? You're a detective.
Instead of listening to my theories, give me reality.
I have a better explanation for you. Fuck, dude. Over here, I thought I was going down for some kidnapping or something like that.
Well, you gotta tell me what happened. The only people that know what went on in your apartment that day is you, Brooke, and Savannah. Well, unfortunately, we can't find Savannah and ask her. We can ask Brooke, and we will. And we have. And we're going to do some more. But right now, we're asking you. ABC equals 1, 2, 3, Will. I don't want it to have to be like that. I really don't, and neither do you.
I mean, that's where we're at, man. So it's like
Until you give me your side, Will.
So now, you told me you'll book me on murder.
It's not say that.
I can give you a different explanation.
Will, that's not what I said.
That's,
It's not up to me. We can't decide what people get charged with anyways.
well, that's what you guys got plenty enough to send somebody down.
I'm telling you.
Suspicion of or something.
Well,
like that.
what I'm telling you.
I don't know exactly how all that process goes.
Right.
I just know that I'm gonna go to jail and there's gonna be a charge attached to it.
Here's what I'm telling you.
And
We have a fact pattern of irrefutable things. Physical evidence.
I can't tell you where I stand. I hope dearly she's alright. I don't know why she would bail out on her family. They seem pretty close there. They seem like they know everywhere that she would have gone. Except for the guy with the red truck. Did you guys ever find him?
No.
Are you sure there was a red truck? Or
No.
was this like, you know, Brooke inviting them up to smoke weed? That like come out of fucking nowhere?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or was this the, now she ordered a pizza? Fucking, you know, I know I'm not fucking supposed to buy into the media, but like, these are the things that the Greywinds are telling the media. I'm picking up on what they're saying. I haven't gone down there and actually hashed it out with them.
Where in West Fargo did you throw those bags?
Honestly, I don't even know where the hell I was.
Well, let's talk through it. Did you get out 28 over to University, down 19th? Did you go further down University and go over on Main? I know every route in and out of that neighborhood, so.
Yeah, and I used to do that.
Yeah. So where'd you go?
I went to West Fargo.
Right. But where?
Obviously, I didn't take 19 because that's closed off.
Mm-hmm. Past the interstate, yeah.
Just went to West Fargo, going out
12th,
there.
19th, 12th, Main. 7th goes over.
So it was probably 12.
Okay. So if you're on 12th, you keep going west, across 45th Street.
Started driving and turning. Got into West Fargo, started driving and turning.
Okay.
Some point after I come back out, like South 45th. So I was like, okay, I know.
Okay. 45th Street South, yeah. You go under the bridge, cross Main.
I was looking for 35th, or not 35th, I was looking for 13th Avenue, didn't find it. Not 45th first, before I was my home.
45th Street and what? Main Avenue is the auto zone and Ness Auto Sales on the west side of the road there. That's Main and 45th. Keep going south.
I don't remember where I came out, but I don't.
And these apartment buildings. What do they look like?
Fucking big, light colored apartment buildings, I don't know. I don't know if they were white, I don't know if they were gray, there's all kinds of buildings down there.
There's all kinds of those buildings everywhere down there.
Yeah, it is. So it seemed like a decent spot.
Good random spot. And just right into the parking lot and into a dumpster. Because it's daylight out still at this time. And what'd you say, two garbage bags? Blue rags in it? Like cloth? Or like that, like boxer rags you can buy, like, you know, like cloth? Bath towels?
Maybe.
Or like washcloths, hand towels, something.
I don't know, I didn't look out that close.
Brooke pack those bags up? Tell you to go dump them? What about at Walmart the other night? Brooke was with you.
And you said she's never left.
Where's the baby?
He was with.
The baby was with you. What about when the cops stopped you when you got home? Where's the baby?
At home, inside.
So you left the baby at home?
No. She took the baby inside.
Like, as the cops were walking up, or?
Yeah. Yeah. And that's not that.
I wasn't there, so I'm asking you.
He is just looked through my apartment how many times to see the baby. Baby was there, man.
Okay.
Officer Kerr,
Mm-hmm.
well, he was more worried about looking at me.
I think he was looking for Savannah. There's a difference in trying to find a 22-year-old, 8-month pregnant girl and a 6-pound baby. You look a little different.
Yeah, understandable. I was just thinking he was looking for me, like specifically because he come around the truck that way and he was like, "Are you William Hoehn?"
Oh, and he stopped you there?
Yeah, he knew that
Mm-hmm.
right away. I was like, "Are you William Hoehn?" Yeah. That's why I assumed he was probably looking for me.
And so while he's doing that, Brooks grabbing your Walmart bag and the baby and going inside?
Something like that.
I imagine there's a...
Who's left that baby just unattended?
Well, I wouldn't hope so. And that's what we're talking about, Will. The caring, loving, likes to cuddle, cries at movies, Will. Would never leave a baby unattended.
I don't know what those two...
Yet, when he walks into his door on Saturday
I
afternoon...
don't know what they did. I don't know what they had planned.
What do you mean those two?
Between Brooke and Savannah and their interaction, I have no fucking idea. I don't know.
So you think, or maybe you know, Savannah was seeking Brooke's help in having her deliver the baby?
I don't know.
So she could run away?
I don't know, man. Did she want to run away? I don't know.
I don't know.
It's a possibility. Dad seemed weird. Who could have helped her deliver that baby when she ran away? Who could have very well helped her deliver that baby? Said she could run away. That's a legitimate possibility.
Yet, this whole time Brooke's been running a facade that she's pregnant to keep you around. That seems oddly convenient. That it just so happens in your little apartment building on a quiet street in North Fargo, a young lady who's about to give birth is willing to give up her baby so she can run away to a person that's been faking being pregnant for 9 months to her boyfriend because she's afraid he's going to leave.
I don't know that Brooke was faking being pregnant, though.
Well,
I still don't know that. I mean, you said you don't think she is.
I don't have any, medical knowledge to say she is or she isn't. She doesn't look pregnant. I don't know what the statistics are.
I've seen a few pregnancy tests that she peed on that came out with 2 blue lines, man. You get all kinds of false negatives. You can get all kinds of false negatives.
Well,
the thing that makes the other thing turn blue is the hormone that your body puts out when you start to get pregnant.
You get as many false positives in those two.
Is that something that you researched? Because you were doubting her?
No, it was something that we researched together because the first one that she took was really faded. So I was like, well, I don't see no pain. And then she waited a couple weeks and took another one, and you definitely saw a line. You definitely saw a line. But shit, over the course of like a couple weeks, I was like, $1 store, I must have spent $10. Well, probably more than that because
These are like $10 a piece.
No, the good ones are. The good ones are. You can get dollar store style ones, which you're gonna get more falsies. And dude, she very well could have. Yeah, she could have.
Well, a little bit ago, you were being real quiet and saying that you just can't tell me. You just can't tell me what you saw when you came through that door.
I saw a fucking baby in a goddamn mess.
And Savannah.
Nothing.
I think you did. I don't think Brooke could single-handedly pull this off. I really don't.
I think you'd be amazed. You'd really be amazed by that girl.
So your girlfriend has a baby.
Yes.
Oh, happy day. She's cleaning up a big bloody mess when you get home from work. Better hurry up and clean it all up and bag that shit up and go drive it to a random apartment complex in West Fargo and throw away the evidence in a dumpster.
I didn't get rid of it right away, man.
Well,
I didn't get rid of it right away.
so why not use your own dumpster?
Because the fucking Greywinds were terrorizing us. Because immediately after I got home, I started to get terrorized on my own property at home.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I believe that you did.
It's like, yeah, I slipped out a hole in the fence, like we talked about last time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and I made sure nobody was fucking standing out in the
Yeah, you came back on Saturday afternoon and her mom saw you and you ducked through a hole in the fence.
Mm-hmm.
Because you'd just come back from throwing away all those bloody towels?
No.
Why? Because that was Saturday afternoon.
When did you throw those away then, Well, like if you didn't do it right away?
It was nighttime.
Like Saturday evening? Like after dark or what?
I don't remember if it was Saturday or Sunday night.
Where'd you store them while, in the interim, I guess, until you threw those away?
I just bagged them up there.
You put them in your car, or garbage bags in the house, and
No, they were in the house.
do you remember where you put them?
I'm pretty sure they were by the trash.
Okay, so there's two big black garbage bags were sitting by the trash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure they were by the trash.
And it was either Saturday or Sunday or Sunday night?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think so. The days are starting to blur together a little bit. Like I can't tell you what house we finished on Monday anymore. I've got a little bit of shit on my mind.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I might be able to tell you where I worked yesterday.
Right.
Well, I felt like you were being honest with us before.
Dude, that's a possibility, right?
Now I feel like we've gotten away from that. And I don't know why. Like this whole thing is messed up. Like,
Fuck yeah, it is.
right.
Yeah, it is. This whole thing is crazy.
And there's more to it than you're telling me, and I get that it's hard probably to walk through it. Like, I can't imagine. I want to go talk to Brooke for a little bit. I gotta put these back on, so you're gonna stay here.
No, come on in.
Does that work? You got water there.
I got water, I got a faucet. I know I'm gonna need food at some point because my blood sugar's gonna drop off pretty drastically before morning.
Yeah, me too. I wish I could reach out. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go for it now.
I'm trying to keep you guys here all night.
No, I get it. I want to give you time to.
I know I go for a ride later. Nothing detained. You just haven't picked out what you're gonna arrest me for yet.
No, it's not that. I'm leaving here. When I'm in here, I get to pick whether you're in handcuffs or not. When somebody else asks, like, the guy sitting up there, if you want the cuffs off you, man. You can ask him if he'll take them off. And more power to him, you know?
Hey, Will.
Hey,
Song count a little bit?
Josky, man. Good.
Want to come have a seat? Sit right there. You all right?
Yeah. Sweater or something. Oh, it's cold in there. See if you can go grab that blanket from across the street.
Sure, I can do it.
I mean, not you, just have him go grab it quick.
Yeah.
If I could take a piss like an hour ago, and he said no, because he had a piss at 6:30. So,
Do you have to pee?
I'm guessing I'm not free to leave.
No, do you have to pee though? I'll take you to the bathroom.
Alright.
He's got to take a leak. Let's have him.
Oh, no, sure. Yeah. Oh, make sure you get them.
Want to stay here?
Yeah, you want those on again. Just wait till he comes back.
That's cool. Buddy system?
Kinda. He had to chew.
I appreciate that, man, I do.
I understand. Yeah. It's one of those things, you know? Care if his cuffs come off.
I don't care.
What we got? That was a long ass night.
Was there a clock on there?
Yeah.
Pretty close.
I noticed that you guys don't have a clock up there, but I imagine that's what the hook is in the wall for.
Probably at some point. Come on in.
There you go.
Does this work?
That's
Yeah,
great.
that's awesome. Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
You ripped this out of the interior of somebody's trunk?
That's what I was just gonna say, that's what it looks like.
It looks just like the carpet.
No, it's a Red Cross emergency blanket.
Looks just like the carpet in the interior of the car.
You know how they make that?
Huh?
You know how they make that?
Recycled car interior?
Clothes. That's what car interiors are made of, all the insulation in cars. It's all shredded clothes.
Oh, recycled clothes?
That's what it looks like, and they shred it up.
That makes sense.
Better, hopefully.
Yeah, that's
soft.
No, it's better not. I don't care if it's soft. I wear these shirts because they're cool enough that they're warm.
Right. I want to get back to where we were. Well, it's Saturday. I want to get back to. We want to recover Savannah's body. We want your help.
I can't help you with that person. I don't know where she is.
You gotta tell us who can. Like, you're a parent, man.
I know. And I feel for stories like that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
The Wetterling boy, how many years did they go without him? And I mean, I don't know exactly where they found him. The little boy, but I don't think it was that far from him.
No.
Like, that was, I feel for that.
And that's the same situation, except you can help.
I can't help either.
We talked to Brooke for a lot more.
Yeah, a couple hours more.
Mm-hmm. She's on her way to jail.
Yeah.
That was just the one thing she said that we'd have to ask you about. She said you took care of that. We just wanted to be over, man. And I can tell you, that's what you want to. We just want it to be done.
It's all be undone.
That would be better. Unfortunately, we can't go back there.
You guys both broke on.
It's up to the state's attorney.
You have to have something to send it down there, don't you?
The state's attorney's meeting about it all.
Watching us and hating about it right now.
No, they're watching
I don't think they're watching us. Pretty late for those folks. But I know that they're conferring about it. But that's the big piece right now. I'm just a little sliver of grace in this whole thing, and we're just asking you to give it to us. I think that the Greywinds deserve it.
I can't hear you well.
So we can't for you guys, man. And I appreciate the blanket. I appreciate you guys letting me have the two. I mean, it's been back and forth, and I'm over here and growing, and over there and growing.
More thing is because you think you're gonna save her from something? What is it? Explain it to me. Can you tell me what you're scared of, Will? If you're scared of Brooke, you don't have to be scared of her anymore. What are you scared of? What are you afraid of?
Afraid to go into a prison full of Greywinds and LaFontaines. I'm scared my kids are never gonna know me. Probably won't.
Well, there's little of opportunity that you see for yourself. Seize this one. Take this opportunity to show your kids and everybody else
I ain't gonna make it through another round of being in trouble, man. I feel like it's gonna kill him inside. It's torture, man. So I'm ready to go into the torture chamber, man. The torture farm, torture cell. You know, it is.
Will, you're not a monster.
Take this opportunity to show
Doesn't change how you treat me from a monster. At the end of the day, we get locked behind the same doors.
take this opportunity to show your kids that you're a man who shows respect, dignity. Let them know.
Can't change what happened last weekend. Can't change it. I know it's tough to swallow, but what's done is done. This is the one thing that you have control over. Decision you have. I want you to make the right decision, Will.
You can't.
Why?
I'm here, man. I'm here with you. The most important thing I've got going right now is talking to you. I'd rather tell the prosecutors that we found Savannah with your help. Found her body because Will helped. Will stepped up.
The deputy chief of police just sent me a text message. He's with the family, the Greywind family. They've accepted the fact that Savannah is gone. They're pleading for you to do the right thing. They want to give her a proper burial. They're pleading with you, Will. Where to go. Tell me where to go, Will.
Three of us jump in the car. You just tell us where to go. You take us to her. Well, please.
You can help her on Saturday. You can help her now. You can help her right now, Will. Help her family. Give them the dignity. Tell me where to go, Will. I really don't want this to be, just like you said, another Wetterling 20-year wait. really don't want that, and neither do you. Show some dignity, man.
It's just the last person in my life that I had something to do with.
Did you say that I took the last person in your life that meant something to you? Because I didn't do anything.
You're right. I didn't mean to attack you, sir.
But that's exactly the point, Will.
You guys.
She made her decisions. All right? She made the decision. She made the decision to string you along, to keep up this guise of being pregnant, this ruse. What happened last weekend happened. You guys got way in over your heads. She's trying to keep the lie going, and she made poor decisions. You write it down? I know it's hard to say the words, Will.
Can't help you. It's not about us, man.
I don't know where Savannah lies. You guys are sure that she's dead. Let's just go for a ride. Welcome me from her.
Still a little bit of dignity, Will. A little bit of grace. It's okay, Will. It's all right.
I could have got Doritos.
You want. Again, dignity, like, it's food. You're hungry, I get it. I'll work on the Doritos, man. that's pretty important too.
You had a safe place until Brooke decided to do what she did.
Safe place for her. Some peace. Savannah deserves that. What do you think when you look at that? When you look at Savannah?
She's a really pretty girl.
I agree.
I think that picture doesn't look a whole lot like the girl I remember going through our apartment building.
No?
No, I thought if it was a missing person picture, she would have more recognizable.
Can you give Savannah the dignity that she deserves?
first did.
I believe that you are. Finish it.
Now I'm in a position where I need to protect myself. You guys can't do anything for me anymore.
You can do something for you.
I can maybe do something for myself if I do something that I can do. It doesn't.
Shows you're a human being, Will.
Yeah.
That's what you can do for you.
Well, I don't know what I can do for you. I really don't know that. But I can tell you that by giving Savannah the dignity that she deserves isn't going to change what I can or can't do for you. I told you a couple of times, I can tell the prosecutors that without Will, this may not have been possible. Savannah may not have been found. I don't know. I don't know. All right. But I know it's not going to change. And I want you to look at that. I mean, that's the least of what she deserves. You have me convinced that you're a guy with a big heart.
Still with a shit ton of pain, anguish, and agony, and I'm going to turn it off.
You can turn it on for her, for nobody else.
Three times. Just really disconnected, man.
This has got nothing to do with us going to you, please. I don't make the connection.
Since then, I'm just disconnected, man.
That's like a coping mechanism to the reality you're facing.
Yeah. Obviously, you don't want to live it. It's the only way to get it working. It's the only way to get it.
Give me the town. Is she in Fargo? Well, then offer this piece of grace.
It doesn't help me not put trust in the person.
I can't make you any promises. But all of this is just people. Every step of the way is people, right? And that's what I was talking to you about earlier today, this whole time. The human side of things, the feelings and emotions that are attached, especially to something like this. You can put her family's anguish and that feeling. I don't know if you ever turned around on a playground and one of your kids wasn't there for 2 seconds until you see him behind the tire or whatever. I know that feeling. Panic. Her entire family has felt nothing but that for the last 6 days straight. And you can make it stop and let them start the healing process. And that's a pretty big gift to give, considering everything that's happened. It's a huge, I'm sorry for what's been done. Can't take it back. I'm sorry.
Give you that.
I want an address or a location. I just, it's the only thing you can do for her now. Why you shake your head no at that? You can do this, Will. You can. It might be the only thing you can do. Outside somewhere. Yes. Out of town. You gotta let it go, man. Bill, you gotta let it go. Shit about me. This isn't about us, Will. What is shit?
Samson Cole. I'll tell you when it'll lock this Friday so it'll tighten up on you, okay? Pop that one down.
Ready to go, Will?
Yeah.
Need anything?
Food.
What's that?
Food.
Yeah.
When we get out there, I'll see if they can get you a bag on your phone.
I just called out, they're expecting it.
They got what?
They're expecting him